Welcome to our quick look at the new landmark environmental report, the Envirosearch Residential.
Envirosearch Residential provides a contaminated land liability risk assessment under Part 2A of the Environmental Protection Act 1990 with professional opinion. Alongside this, the report provides full assessments for flood risk, climate change, ground stability, radon, energy and infrastructure and planning constraints, as well as alert assessments, where relevant to the property, for coal risk and planning, which may prompt you to investigate further with additional reporting.
Professional opinion includes Contaminated Land Liability Assessment for Part 2A of the Environmental Protection Act 1990 that meets the needs of the Law Society's Contaminated Land Practice Note, providing a clear report conclusion of past or further action. It also includes Landmark's innovative and ever-expanding risk-assessed land register dataset to provide more passes early on. Then we have a series of full assessments, the first of which is for flood. This assessment is compiled from Landmark's comprehensive suite of flood data to identify whether flooding could affect the property. The report covers risks from river and coastal flooding, as well as surface water, groundwater, and any other risks presented at the location. The next full assessment in the report is looking at climate change. This is a comprehensive assessment of key datasets to understand future risk from both physical and transition risk. The areas covered are flood, coastal erosion, ground stability, and heat stress. The report will also provide information about the current EPC data if a property-specific report has been made available in the datasets. The next full assessment covers ground stability. Being a full assessment of our ground stability and subsidence data, this entirely negates the need for any follow-on reporting, saving time and money. However, this does look at man-made hazards, natural hazards, mining, brine, and salt. As such, the report, on later pages that I will cover shortly, may suggest the need of a CON 29M mining report to satisfy lender requirements. This report is made available in our shop when required. The next full assessment is looking at radon. An assessment of whether radon could be an issue in the location and whether further investigation should be sought. The next full assessment is for energy and infrastructure. Again, this is a full assessment of our energy and infrastructure development data, negating the need for a follow-on report, saving further time and money. The next full assessment looks at any planning constraints. This assessment is making you aware of any environmental designations, pylons, and masts. Then we have a series of alert assessments, the first one being for coal mining risk. This is a market-first, no-search certificate. Alongside and integral to the coal screening data layer is Landmark's certification as to the results accuracy where no or low risk is identified. Landmark's certification is backed by a £1 million indemnity policy. This part of the report is where you may be recommended to obtain a CON 29M mining report to satisfy lender requirements and provide you with a greater understanding of any mining risks if present. The final alert assessment is looking at planning applications. This alert assessment is making you aware of any potential changes to the surrounding environment that may impact intrinsic enjoyment of the property. We have a dedicated planning report available in our shop that will do a deep dive into all planning applications in the vicinity to clearly paint a picture of future changes that could impact upon the subject property if required. This comprehensive report is for residential transactions when requiring a professional opinion assessment of contaminated land, as well as considerations of climate change and numerous other environmental, infrastructure, and planning risks. The overviews contained help to determine if more in-depth analysis is necessary and whether any supplementary reporting is needed. But with so many full assessments included, this need is minimized. If you have any questions about the Envirosearch Residential report or any of the other reports that we make available, please get in touch with us by phone, email, or web chat.